Okay, here we are again for another round of torture. I mean, Pastaria. Same thing. Trust me. Nah, I'm joking. I like Pastaria. I like just chilling with the game. I wouldn't keep playing it if I was like, this is horrible. You know, I say that and then it shows me Greg. Maybe it is horrible. Right off the bat, one of the worst orders. Great. Look, I don't care how much you like tomatoes, but this is too many tomatoes. No human should have this much tomatoes in one food. Even if you're eating tomato, you shouldn't have this much tomato. Just straight up. Hi, Xandra. I really wish you weren't appearing right now, actually. Kind of a problem. I know what's about to happen for New Year's. Oh, come on. I know you love the heart pasta. Yeah, I mean, they do look like cookies. I don't know what they're actually supposed to be, and at this point I'm too afraid to ask. I don't know what my plan here is. Suffer. Are they jelly-filled? I hope they're not jelly-filled. This shit's- this is destroyed. I'm not even gonna think about this. This is a mess. You just want me to overcook them. You don't really care how they look. Come on. I am shocked that was 75% because that was abysmal. Whoa. At some point with Greg's order, I either get it right or I just completely give up and I just butcher the whole thing and go, you ordered this. Whatever. You get the quality you asked for. Yeah, that's fine, whatever. Wow, I am getting all of the mildly obnoxious orders today, huh? Like, I don't appreciate that I'm being assaulted right off the bat by Greg of all orders, because that is one of the worst ones in this game, if not the worst. Although there are a couple that are very strong competitors, so I don't want to say the worst. Alright, here's your burnt, disgusting, I don't know what these are. And I threw them everywhere for my own satisfaction, you're welcome. Did I even put these noodles in? I don't know what's going on anymore. The minute I have to put in, like, a bad batch, my sense of rhythm is totally destroyed, even though they're not even being messed with. Tell Greg I'm all out of tomatoes. I don't think that would solve the problem, because I still have to do it, because this game's evil. They'll just tell me to pull tomatoes out of, I don't know, hammer space or something. Those hearts looked so sad. Well, I mean, you told me to burn them. Good on you. Did I even put the bread through? Wow, it's a miracle. I feel like bread is a worse problem than anything else in this game. Something terrible happens every single time I interact with the bread. Okay, we're probably fine, I guess. If I keep delaying it, it won't be fine, though. Yep, that was on me. If I had actually done that when I was supposed to do it, it probably wouldn't have been a problem, but, well, I did, so. Why? My compulsive urge to just grab it sometimes is so violent. I really am getting all of the just trash rat orders today. Why? The worst part is knowing that I have to keep doing these because none of them are done. I am shocked that was perfect. The ones with that many ingredients are so picky. Also, at no point did I stir this. And you know what? I don't care. Wait, I did. I didn't see the jar for a second, so I was like, oh, I guess I just didn't do the whole thing, right? And I was ready to accept that fact, by the way. I was just gonna go with it. Closer can do whatever Closer wants at this point, because Closer don't matter. I wonder what rank I'll actually finish the game at, because I don't think it's a normal number at this point. At first I was pretty confident. Oh, yeah, I'll finish this before 100, which was clearly insanely wrong. Could not be much more wrong if I had tried, actually. I feel like half the characters that show up outside at this point are ones I can't even look at in-game because they don't appear. Something something, none of my favorites appear in this game anyway, outside of like 3, so... Eh. On the other hand, it does say a lot about how the designs later on are very solid. Except for like a couple that I would call like just kinda taking the piss, honestly. But most of them are really solid. I don't really like how this looks on the pasta, to be honest. I think it's more upsetting than the tar almost. Something about it. Just off. Oh no, you know what I just realized? Is that Greg probably actually likes this holiday because he keeps ordering the baby tomatoes. And I'm pretty sure that's a holiday thing. I think, unless I'm tripping, which I could be. But I'm pretty sure. So I'm just gonna be pestered for this entire holiday, potentially. Whoa. it is really tempting to just start flinging stuff out. And to be honest, before I was so bad at not flinging stuff out that I kind of thought it was throwing to even try to shake it, but at this point I've gotten used to it. But I do think if you're just starting the game off, you probably shouldn't shake it immediately because it is kind of easy to throw it everywhere and then go, oh, there went the noodles. Means I overcook everything and just kind of don't care. Sue, please go away. I'm sorry. You can't be here right now. It's a problem. I just tell customers they're not allowed to come in because they've shown up too many times, and I think that's the problem. They're too brand preferential. That's not really the word I was looking for, but I kind of forgot what I was thinking of immediately, so. I kind of don't even remember who can appear at this point. Sue ain't gonna sue me. She understands. She's a gold rank. She's coming in to torture me specifically. This is such a bad order. I'm not happy that all these characters like this holiday. Like, on one hand, it's good because they aren't finished, but on the other hand, these orders are abysmal. And the craziest thing is knowing how many characters I have left that have short orders that have just not been completed. And they are just not showing up. Because I guess they're gonna all cluster at the very end. Whoever that is can wait, sorry. Putting my hair chunks on this. Oh look, it's Trishna. Still think it's funny, I didn't realize she was a baby until I was literally told by the wiki. Like this, right? This is such a bad layout. Whoa, 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 whoa. Got everything, right? Whatever, good enough. I think something went wrong there, but I'm not really sure what. Closer can super wait. Sorry, I don't even care. The closers will suffer for their sins of being closers and continuing to appear in my restaurant despite the fact that I have no use for them at this point. Which is kind of like a bad thing to say, if you think about it. I wonder if Utah can get cancelled for being like, I have no use for these customers, I'd like them to stop showing up. But honestly, if they didn't want to be removed from my restaurant, maybe they shouldn't have kept coming in after they already hit gold rank. Not that they know what that means. Look, if they want me to have a use for them, then they should pull in customers that I actually want to show up. See? I think this is infallible logic on my end, personally. Pretty good. This looks really spicy. It really makes me wonder what on earth these heart-shaped ones are supposed to be flavored as, because this is a lot of spice otherwise. Well, he loves it at least. Alright, well we hit 115, so I guess our next landmark is 125 to check out how many characters are left. Because I'm not recalculating right now, because I very recently got the achievement for 50% of the way there, and as far as I know, I haven't gotten many more beyond that, if any, so 50% there. Kinda crazy to think I'm only halfway, but I still think there's gonna be this huge rollout of ones all at once, so here's hoping. Either that or I'm delusional at this point. Either or. I do not want to be greeted by this abysmal order, please. Mercy. Hugo, why? This is actually, like, a really bad order. I can't believe I never noticed how bad his order was until, I think, this time, honestly. Skylar's showing up a lot for a character who isn't being spawned in by the holiday, but I'll take it, I guess. Guess she's doing that thing where a character decides to suddenly show up a million times in a row and then vanish off the face of the earth again. Speaking of, still haven't maxed out Chuck. Oh wow, I'm really getting the double whammy every single time, huh? Maybe this is a bad holiday, actually. This is just such an awful layout. Like, there's just no joy to this. I think it's because so many of the other Pastaria layouts are just so much easier that when you get one like this, you're like, what is this? In one of the other games, it might be more normal, but in this game, it's really unpleasant. Whoever it is can wait. Alright, sure. I'll take a character that's actually pretty decently close to finishing. I'll take it. You can tell that my tolerance levels are either increasing or decreasing because at this point I'm just like, yeah, just show up. I don't even care anymore. Where before I was like, oh, you're not silver, you're disappointing me then. Yeah, I wonder who it is this time. Oh my god, my thumbnail worked. He actually got spawned. He's real. I just peppered the plate, whatever. Maybe the plate deserved it, honestly. You're about to watch me go insane, because something bad happens every time I try to do this. Okay, I think I did it the way I'm actually supposed to do it, but I'm gonna wait, because I'm not gonna let this burn. It's annoying. I'm gonna get docked for the pepper anyway, but... We seem to just be getting the same handful of characters. I know my pool is getting smaller, but this is still a little fast for that. You think Sarge Fan is like pissed off he has to order bread because it's not onions? It's not really fine, but I also don't really care. Still got it out on time, that's all that matters. It's the closer. They can wait. Closer gets extra special treatment, and by that I mean extra worse treatment. Oh, why did they want this terrible order? I don't know, something went wrong here. That's not right, but whatever. I think it's good enough. I would really like Sarge Fan to be done, because I would not like to do his orders ever again. In this game, anyway. Do I despise the closers that much that I don't refer to them by name? No, I'm just referring to them as a collective at this point. It's not that I hate them. In fact, a lot of the characters I like are closers in games. It's just annoying that at this point I have literally no reason to be working on them, but I have to regardless. They're all gold rank, so them showing up every single day is literally just wasting my time. Although I will admit this game does not have the best closers, in my opinion, but it happens. And that is uniquely assisted by the fact that most of the characters I like aren't in this game. I am never escaping. I wonder who will be the next that gets checked off. Luckily, Quinn carries the closer team. Well, actually, she kind of does in this game, because they're not great in this one. I'm not gonna pretend they're good. I don't dislike any of them. I don't actually think there's a closer I dislike in general. Oh, no, there might be one. But this game just, like, they're not exciting to me. It's not like they're bad. Oh look, it's Corey. I feel like she has been a very sporadic appearance character throughout this entire series. She just does not want to show up. Kind of wish Pastaria was a little further along in the timeline of games, just so more of the characters I like appear, but I can't just temporarily shift time so that it suddenly is released later. Is it legal to fish in this area? I feel like she would get in trouble, especially if she's tried to fish where the gondolas and stuff are. I'm just gonna go ahead and wait for this to get stirred. It's crazy how much later Scarlet is going to be finished as compared to Marty and Clover. And then Rudy just doesn't even exist in this game. I don't know, maybe Corey could try out spearfishing on the gondolas. That could be fun. I think she'd get arrested, but it could be fun for like 5 minutes. Close enough, I don't care. I like how they very delicately tried to make her look buff, but because the characters are kind of sticks, she still kind of looks like a stick. But she's clearly supposed to be at least kind of buff. Incredibly rare Giorgito. Or at least he feels rare. I might be crazy. Alright, we're doing this again, I guess. I don't know, these orders just okay, well, that's wrong. But these orders just feel really out of place to me. We're gonna ignore the objectively out of place tomato, by the way, but it's fine. Greg, get out of here. That docked a lot of points. I don't think that would have been a perfect anyway, but it would not have been that much lower. Funny how his talent was being short. Yeah. I mean, the funnier thing is that he's based off of a real person. So, like, I'm assuming that the person probably thought that was funny. We good here? Yeah. Well, I guess I might as well get the closer at this point. Thank you, closer. I think the closer should be morally obligated to help me shut the store down. This is terrible. This might be the worst I've ever done that. I will be stunned if my rating is still high, because that was really bad. Okay, I'm confused on how this game determines anything. Still. As usual. Pastaria is just really hard for me to comprehend how it's rating things, because some things seem really good, and then you're like, what? When it's really bad, and this is catastrophic over here. And I bet it won't even dock me as much as I think it will. Or it will, and I'll be confused, because I basically just did the same things last time. You miss Boomer. Yeah, me too. She's been gone since, like, the 4th character of this game, though. Hey, she might appear again for July. We're getting there. I love how it just keeps giving you customer points when they're completely irrelevant at this point. Okay, thank you, Burgerzola. I guess I should check on the freshness. You can tell it causes me agony to even think of it. Objectively the worst feature of this entire series. Floor's fine enough, I don't care. You know what, whatever, good. I guess we're about to see Georgito a lot more, huh? I wonder if this will be able to be enough to get Franco out. Probably not. Even if he appears every day, I don't think it's possible. What about the water? This is the second time I've had someone respond like this. Has no one else seen, like, St. Patrick's Day green water? It's just a thing that only I knew about prior to this game. I am kind of surprised how many people are surprised by it. You know what? I'm just gonna do it. I don't care. Franco, get out of here. Now, if you're asking me, the scary thing here is these. Because why are they green? That's the thing I want to know why it's green. I wonder if colored pasta, in that kind of way, is even a thing. I know there's colored pasta. I'm not uneducated. I mean, like, neon colored pasta. You would be surprised if there weren't neon pasta, like in real life or in the game, because we're definitely looking at it in the game. Mercy. This is a lot of green on green. I guess neon pasta is probably one of those things that would have been done for like, kids' pasta in the 2000s. That sounds like a thing that would have happened. Kinda wanna look it up now. Also, I'm just spraying gold on this, as one does. I didn't realize it was that kind of restaurant. Ignore the fact I've already done this in the past, I just wanted to make a joke. You know what? Whatever. Everything go overtime. See if I care. There are so many characters in silver, it's kind of annoying. I wish a few of them would just be like, okay, I'm done. I wasn't even gonna try and finish that. Good lord. Always the short orders. Hello, Radlin. Look, I'm just saying, it's gonna be so exciting when so many of these characters are just like, okay, I'm good, all at once. Because it has to happen soon. They cannot keep holding out on me. Just like how Papa Louie has to keep appearing eventually. He can't just keep it hiding from me. He doesn't even value me as a worker, apparently. I wouldn't be surprised if tomorrow causes at least one customer to get wrapped up, although I also wouldn't be surprised if it doesn't. So I guess what I'm saying is nothing ever happens. I really want breadsticks right now. First time watching this while having food. So wait, do you just get tortured every other time you watch the streams because you're hungry? That's kind of funny. I've not been paying attention. Does Skylar like this holiday, or is she- okay, okay. I was like, why is she suddenly appearing so much? I knew I drew fan art of you and all, Skylar, but what? This is more of Vicky in this episode than I've seen the entire rest of the stream in one stream, I think. What is her preferred holiday in this game? Did we already go through it? I mean, we've gone through all of them, but you know what I mean. Oh my god. We're getting like this nice break of characters that actually show up for holidays that aren't a waste of my time. And then we're gonna get dive bombed again by all the ones that do. Probably shouldn't have done that. Okay. You want to eat gold? I mean, you can. That's a thing you can do. Like, no one's stopping you. Wrong one. There's some restaurants that'll put gold on top of things. Like steak. Not good. It doesn't really, like, add anything to it, but you can do it. I guess that finished in the 1 second I was off screen. Alright. Whoa. Whoa, incredibly rare Cletus sighting. I'm surprised you guys haven't tried to meme on Cletus yet, honestly. Everyone's just kind of been like, eh, every time they see him. I felt like he was gonna be one of the ones someone would joke about. But maybe it's just that boring. I mean, I can't say he doesn't stand out from other characters in the series, but I'm not sure it's in a complimentary way. Yeah, whatever. You feel like this is the first time you're seeing this dude? Well, he's been here. Obviously, you can see his stars, so he's shown up at some point. Maybe this is your first time seeing him, though. Or maybe you just checked out every time he spawned. Okay. What is this green sauce supposed to be, by the way? If I paid attention to any of the names, That would help so much, and yet I know I won't. It's not that I can't, and it's not that I don't want to, but there's just so many that my brain just short circuits eventually. I like that they had to redraw Cletus's beard. It was not very good in these games. Yeah, probably good enough, whatever. Not like I care about the closer anyway. Why did I do that? Seeing new faces makes you want to hop on Pizzeria to see all the customers. God, I wish that was me. I'm honestly probably gonna save Pizzeria Deluxe to be one of the last ones because it's so new and because it has everyone. Although I'm also hoping that by the time I'm like 2 or 3 games in, they'll have at least, I don't know, mention that they're gonna make like Burgeria Deluxe or something. Taco Mia Deluxe, I don't know what one they're gonna do. If they feel crazy, maybe they'll just randomly spit up Paletteria so I can squeal. Or if they really, genuinely, truly love me, they'll make Donuteria Deluxe. That's what I want. I'll also take Cheeseria. These are suggestions. Look what you've done. Now Cletus is gonna show up every day because you mentioned him. Actually, I was the one who mentioned him, but pretend it's someone else's fault besides me. It's fine. You know some characters will check their mailboxes and see nothing but coupons. Okay, like, joking aside though, when I play those on stream, I probably will not use coupons that much. I will use them for the achievements and stuff, but I will probably try to avoid spamming them. Because I would prefer to finish the characters off naturally on stream instead of just going, alright, I want to see Chuck 37 times now, so we're gonna look at Chuck 37 times. Everyone's gonna be like, why? Also, it's kind of fun not knowing when a character is gonna be removed from the pool or not. Especially when there's so many more later on. So I will actually be sane about it, I promise. And I forgot to put bread. Well, you know, I have to do it eventually. My daily dosage of I can't remember to cook the bread ever. Why does he have... You know what? I'm not gonna question it. I kind of almost want to put myself through Taco Mia, just because it's super old. And also I'd like it knocked off the list, but I'm very nervous because I doubt that one has the delete people from the list if they're gold rank. If it even has ranks, I don't actually remember if Taco Mia had them yet. I kind of want to say yes, but I have barely played Taco Mia, even on mobile. Not that it would matter because mobile would have it regardless, but you know. It's crazy how all the Romanos basically have avoided me until the last half of the game. Even the ones that spawned earlier have been like, no, I don't want to talk to you. Like, okay, I see how it is. And we still haven't seen Papa Louie this whole stream. He continues to be an elusive creature hiding in the forest. Oh no. Good enough. Taco Mia threw you off from how dated it felt. I mean, yeah. But I think them being old is kind of charming in a way because you get to see where the games came from and how they've clearly improved. I mean, the original pizzeria doesn't even have a doorbell, so you just have to kind of pray. And if you've ever seen my riveting gameplay before I get doorbells, you know that something terrible happens, and I really don't expect that to go well whenever I decide to play that one. I think Maggie always kind of goes easy on me, because I'm pretty sure that was not good. Well, I've done the layout in reverse, but I can still fix this. Looks weird, but it's still correct. Wow, we've almost actually gotten rid of Carlo. No doorbell sounds diabolical. I mean, yeah, it's horrible, and especially because Pizzeria, if I remember, it was very, very fast and had a very high cap of people that could come in. And then I also, if I remember right, Papa Louie orders literally every single ingredient. Or at least something close to it. Which is unhinged, by the way. He's like, hey, Roy. I know, we're related and all, but I'm going to punish you. I did not click that. Excuse me. I really feel like there should be an option to turn closers off after you've maxed them out. I understand why there isn't, but also do it. Like, I don't care. It's so obnoxious. This Giorgito loading screen haunts me every single day. Shouldn't have said it. Now he's here. There's some level of comedic timing there. Actually surprised how many days it took into St. Patrick's for him to show up. I wonder if after the first go-around of the year, it kind of slightly reduces the spawn rate of the holiday ones, but not totally. Because I feel like the first year, they basically always spawn. Unless they're Santa, then they just show up every day. What is with you guys in the green water? First Gumby, now you. I'm starting to think I really am the only person that knew the whole green water on St. Patrick's Day thing. Maybe this isn't as common as I thought. One of these days I'm gonna accidentally put broccoli instead of that, or vice versa. It'll happen. They're both green, so my brain immediately melts. Bet that green water lets you dash in the air. Look, there are no Cerberus in this game, so it's not gonna do a Fortnite. Also, it doesn't look toxic enough, quite frankly. Imagine Utah just pulls out a gatekeeper shotgun or something crazy. Clara feels like a rare spawn. I don't know why, but she does feel like a rare spawn. At this point I might as well wait for this one. So, a few streams ago I mentioned some Trauma Center bootleg flash game where you use a pizza cutter and stuff. And the weirdest thing happened. I saw crossover fan art of that game with Papa Louie, and I was like, what are the odds of that spawning into existence after I saw... Well, I talked about it on stream. And then went and looked it up again. And yes, by the way, it was an intentional parody of Trauma Center and Trauma Team and all that. Although it looks like most of the games are no longer accessible because they had online functions and they're down forever. Which is a shame. I played some of the first one and it is actually about as hard as Trauma Center itself, which is kind of a compliment and also kind of a "you're scaring me" statement. Still better than, trying to do Treaty, though. I'm not allowed to play with that guilt. I had to cheat on that one. And if you're wondering what is so bad about Treaty, it's not. It's actually probably one of the easier ones if you understand how to do it. But it's a very heavily pattern recognition based one, and I don't really do well with puzzles under a time limit. I get really stressed, And especially in a game like Trauma Center where it is intentionally designed to stress you as much as possible, I could not understand the gimmick. I could not comprehend it. I had to follow a video. You recall seeing one of the hardest levels? Yeah, it's an incredibly precise, difficult game. But Treaty is kind of like a gimmick enemy, so it's actually not really anything like most of the normal gameplay. So basically you have a bunch of triangles, and you have to pull them out in an order that doesn't make more spawn. And I just could not comprehend the order to not make more spawn. Like, it just didn't make sense in my head, and I was stressed from the time limit. So, yeah. Because all the other ones are more functionally, like, testing your reflexes and stuff like that. So they're more basic managing your skills of the game. Even though to some degree they are all supposed to be puzzles, none of them are like Treaty. Treaty was a very strange anomaly compared to all the rest of the guild. So, I did not enjoy that. I also really didn't enjoy... this is gonna sound insane. There is a level in one of the Trauma Center games where you disarm a bomb. This is a real thing you do. I'm not joking. And it is incredibly hard. It is incredibly stressful. It is probably one of the most unpleasant levels in the entire series. So it has a bit of a reputation. And I still found it easier than Treaty, I'm gonna be honest. On that note, I actually found one of them harder than either of these. Because, there's one where you're doing skin grafts. I don't remember which level. I just know it was in Under the Knife 2 for the DS. And I cannot explain how it was just one of the worst experiences I've ever had in my life. I felt like crying. Legitimately. I think I did actually cry. It was just so hard. Imagine being in the restaurant and hearing the chef talk about disarming a bomb. Look, it's peak, okay? It's fine. Yeah, Trauma Center is a really good game, but it's also a really weird game. I'm kind of sad I've never really been able to play all the games in the series. They're just prohibitively hard to get my hands on. I'll do it eventually. I have most of them. Just missing a couple. Oh look, no music. Joyful. Whoa, those balloons are messed up. I kind of forgot they existed. I guess we'll put the punch up front. The lobby looks naked. I don't like it. Okay, I kind of didn't process the plant was up there. The amount of times I just look at the plant, go, yeah, and just fail to acknowledge it. Quite impressive, really. Oh my god, Cletus is here again. Grimmy background jump scare. We do like those. I do love having to explain to people that a surgery game involves disarming a bomb at some point, though. But if you think about it, that's kind of what surgery is like to begin with, so I think it works out. A restaurant near you recently closed to renovate the lobby because the freshness got too low. Well, I mean, you know, it happens in real life too. We have incidents. Was it the one you were talking about that had the really bad food, or was it a different one? Or service, rather, I guess. Why does Cletus like this holiday specifically? Is there like a... I don't know, maybe I shouldn't try and comprehend every character's holiday. I'm sure at some point for some of them it's randomized. Yeah, but was that the one that had the bad service, or was that a different one that coincidentally got shut down to renovate? Vicky having to show up almost every day because she's one of the only ones left. Great. Kinda funny. Her daughter has been long gone. Wrong. I'm glad it at least lets you pick a different sauce if you click the wrong one. It's a little bit of mercy there. I hate it. I hate it. I hate it. Court orders are so trash. Alright, Skylar is technically done. That will be the first one of this stream. I say technically because she's just gonna keep showing up for the rest of St. Patrick's Day anyway, so it doesn't really matter, but we'll take it. Same one? Okay, I kind of figured, but I wanted to make sure. It'd be pretty weird if you had two restaurants in your area closed down at the same time for renovations. I have made a mess. So I'm assuming you're probably not going back, then. Kingsley, please have mercy on me and appear the next day too, so I can finish you off. That would be awesome. Thank you. Maybe you'll go back if you're in the mood. Well, you never know, you could get different servers who don't do that to you. Also, wow, 2 gold customers in one day. I'll take it. I hope this is starting the cascade of ones being finished, like I mentioned. Fingers crossed. Alright, Kingsley, I need you to come in tomorrow, too. Do that thing where you show up multiple times in a row, please. That would be so helpful. I just think I should be allowed to tell the closest they're barred from coming in. They're barred, yeah. I'm actually gonna throw wild bears at them. And I forgot the bread. See, you wouldn't have to wait forever for your bread if you just wouldn't come in. You could make bread at home, and then you'd experience joy. And then you wouldn't be in my way. I don't even dislike Kahuna, I'm just being mean. Thinking about earlier streams, Taylor kept showing up just because he wanted to, right? He wasn't tied to any holiday. No, his favorite holiday is Thanksgiving, so he really was just showing up for no reason whatsoever. And then he proceeded to show up on almost every single day of Thanksgiving after he was already gold, so that was annoying. So I think he just hates me. Or loves me, I'm not sure which, and I don't think I want to know, or find out. Skylar, why? I draw you, and then you treat me this way. I mean, to be fair, it was from a randomizer. It wasn't like I was sitting there like, oh, I really want to draw Skylar today, specifically, but still, the disrespect is unreal, and I don't appreciate it. You guess he's thankful for me then. What is he thankful for? That I'm not bothering him and I'm harassing his roommate? I mean, I guess that's something to be thankful for. Please have mercy. Yeah, good enough. I shouldn't have tried so hard on that, considering it's a character that I have no use for anymore. Which sounds mean, but I don't appreciate the characters that are sabotaging me from being able to finish the game, so. This is such a small order, this person's absolutely waiting, I'm sorry. Okay, well. It's a short order anyway, so it's not like it's gonna actually affect the wait times. They can wait. Kinda surprised that was 100%, considering I was winging it, but I'll take it. God, I haven't seen Nick in a while. Okay, there we go. Franco, can we just, like, change the number of stars on your thing to a 3 in advance? That way I don't have to get you 5 more times. I think that would be nice. Not that I have something against you, just uh-oh. Got a little too violent there. Okay, I'm just gonna make a mess everywhere. So it only docks you 2% if you throw noodles. I guess it's not as low as you'd expect. That's not too bad, though. I think I finished everything else a little too early. That bread bounced off the plate. Yeah, apparently I'm not very talented at holding things in this game, so... Guess that's accurate to real life. We'll roll with it. I'm kind of surprised how close Hank is to being finished, because it really doesn't feel like he's spawned that many times. But I guess he has. I mean, the numbers don't lie, except for when they do. Which is never, but I like to provide a little bit of doubt. I mean, I'll take it. I wasn't really trying, but sure, perfect. Notice that Kingsley disrespected me, by the way. So many of these characters disrespecting me today. Oh, I should change the wall, huh? It's not that bad, but it's bad enough. This looks terrible. I wonder if there's a cap to money. Skylar, come on. Never mind Kingsley, Skylar's the one disrespecting me. I hope there aren't that many more days left to St. Patrick's, because I really don't want to keep getting her for the entire rest of the holiday, I'll be honest. Alright, who we got? Ooh, Scarlet sighting. The genuine disappointment. Look, I don't like that the customers can keep appearing for their favorite holiday after they're maxed out. I get why. I get the logic. but I don't appreciate it. I think they should at least have a reduced spawn rate, but they seem to be consistently like, hey, all it does is make the game take longer to finish. And it's not like this is a game that needs to take longer to finish because it's already quite long. It's got plenty of content. So basically what I'm saying is this is all Skylar's fault. At least Edna can't appear again. That's something. This isn't her holiday, so she's just straight up actually genuinely gone, unlike someone else. At least some people are reliable about leaving. This will probably be her favorite holiday next, just to mess with me. All I ask for is someone that hasn't been 100%ed already. Oh, this is what we're talking about. This is someone who actually is about to be finished. This is what we need. At least Bertha understood the assignment. Whoa. Guess I can't go there, honestly. I kind of grabbed it by accident, but I was like, well, I might as well. It doesn't really matter. I mean, I guess on the bright side, Cletus is getting rapidly completed. Okay, Nick, don't do a Kingsley. You gotta show up the next day as well, okay? You're listening, right? You're a good boy, right? That makes it sound like he's a dog or something. God. You wouldn't want to offend the restaurant owner, would you? I think I just made it sound worse, honestly. Good enough. Alrighty, and Bertha is out of here. Bertha's kind of a weird character in that she's so obviously themed for Hot Doggeria, and then she just kind of exists in the other games, still in that kind of outfit, and you're like, oh. I guess Dino is kind of the same thing for this game, huh? That's not right. Whatever. It kind of looks bad, but we can live with it. That's gonna dock me. I was trying to do a completely different layout. And Nick doesn't even care. Turns out you can just mess up the whole thing. Cool. He's a nice guy, clearly. That's why he'll show up tomorrow in-game. Notice I say in-game because I got scared that he'd take it literally. We'll get there. Honestly, this kind of looks like a salad. I won't lie. That looked less like pasta and more like some weird salad mix. Maybe my brain's just melted from having worked in a restaurant back in ye olden days, but kinda salady. Okay, we looped all the way back around to the Romano wedding. That's not ideal. But I guess that means we should be getting characters that I actually want to show up because they're white low rank, if I remember correctly. At least Olga's pretty bad. Yeah, he's not really what I would call ideal either. I'll take it then. This will at least dismiss a certain someone, Skylar. I hope there aren't too many other characters that prefer this holiday besides the obvious options. Oh no, there is actually one of the devs. And he is maxed out. Great. Well, he's probably gonna appear every day then. If I remember right, he was appearing almost every single day when I was playing through this too, so I don't think he's gonna have mercy. Also, the ritual worked for Sarge Fan like a couple times and then he just left. What's the deal with that? Like, just be consistent. Just keep showing up at that point. This is what I was worried about. Hi, Tony. Franco is not a Romano. You can't just squeeze him in there because his name is similar. I don't think they want him. Okay, well, we're gonna pretend none of that happened just then. Oh hey Mary, long time no see. Yeah, we have time. Let's just go for it. Alright, bye Tony. At least your order is really easy. I'll humor you in that regard. Oh! He's finally here to leave us, which is a weird sentence. Hi, Chuck. It's the final chuckling. No more Chucks after this. For this entire... Well, I shouldn't say that. We might loop around to Summer Luau again. I think we probably will, honestly. But... it's the semi-final Chuck and the official technical final one because this is his last star. I will miss him. And then be sad when he appears 300 times in Summer Luau just to make me more sad. What is this purple stuff, by the way? This is literally just sprinkles. I refuse to believe it's anything else. Alrighty, bye, Mary. See you again. Bruna doesn't even like this holiday. She's not about this marriage. I really hate this combination because it's so hard to even see the cheese. Like, what am I doing? This is pretty bad. It's fine, I never get 100% on Chuck's order in this game. It's got a lot of things in it that make it hard to get 100% on. And I'm not super pressed to make it look perfect either. Alright, bye, Chuck. Crazy how Chuck failed to appear for so long that he's only just now being completed, despite the fact that he spawned pretty consistently for Summer Luau, and he's like, bye. Forever after that. A couple of streams ago, there were missing signs. Well, it's his fault for going missing. I don't think that's how that works, but, in this case it is, because where did he go? Why did he leave? That does make him the 4th character of the stream to have hit gold, though, which I actually think is pretty impressive. I think we're gonna start rolling in it soon, which is exactly what I need. I can always get perfect on Radlin, but do I really want to, when it doesn't even matter? So I got this Kirby blind box today, and to be honest, I got the thing from it I wanted the least, so I'm thinking about selling it. But I have instantaneously misplaced it somewhere, so, I'll have to fix that before I can even worry about doing that. Most of the figures in it were pretty cute, and I wouldn't even say the one that I got is ugly, it's just the one I wanted the least personally. Which is kind of how my luck works, so fair enough, I guess. So the options were pretty cool. It was like beam Kirby, sword Kirby, with like little effects around them, stuff like that. Mostly him using his abilities, and then one of Meta Knight, and I got the one of him just inhaling a Waddle Dee, and I was like, okay. Which, to be fair, the last 2 Kirby blind boxes I got, which were different sets, obviously, I don't really like buying the same set more than once, they were both ones I really liked, so eventually my luck had to turn around and give me, like, just a dumpster fire one, so yeah, I'm probably just gonna sell it. Like, it's not offensive or anything, it's just like, really? Waddle Dee? And to all the Waddle Dee fans out there, I don't hate him, I just think that him inhaling a Waddle Dee is kind of a lame figure compared to him actually using his copy abilities. Also, rare Papa Louie sighting. Bandana D, fans in shambles. It's not Bandana D, so it doesn't matter. It's literally just a normal Waddle Dee. I mean, I guess Bandana D is basically that anyway, but... Did Papa Louie have gum in his mouth? He did. That's insane. That was such a misplaced tomato. That's not even funny. That's just sad. Never mind, it was a perfectly placed tomato. I lied. So many Vickies in this stream, it's actually crazy. Compared to every other time where she's been like, no, I don't want to show up. I still kinda don't remember what her favorite holiday is. I want to say it was Valentine's, but I really don't remember, and she barely appeared for it anyway, because you can see how low of a rank she still is. Papa Louie kind of tips low. He pays low. Have you not seen my pay this entire game? I mean, now it's kind of obscene because I've been playing for 200 days, but at the start it's like, I don't think this is legal. I wonder how many in-game days I have left. I could probably math it out, but it wouldn't be accurate because there's going to be interruptions from characters just refusing to show up, and I also don't really know what levels I'm at with other ones. So, it would be easier said than done when I come to think of it. I almost didn't put the cheese. Really thought about it. Like, realistically, if I didn't put the cheese on an order like this, how much could I get docked? Could I speedrun and not do it? Because it's definitely the most time-consuming part. I think that it would be a bad idea. But, that's where I'm at right now. Hey Zolo, what is up? I was so nice to Zolo unintentionally there, because I was like, ah, closer. And then I remembered I'm supposed to hate them. So, never mind, Zolo. Okay, something happened there in my brain. Okay, something again happened there in my brain. Sorry, I did not mean to butcher your order this much. I mean, she'll still eat it, so it doesn't really matter, but... You know... You see Zolo and you're reminded of his Halloween costume. It is pretty scary. I don't know if you mean it's scary because he's terrifying or scary because, you know, it's really bad. I guess either or works. It's kind of the same thing at that point. By the time I hit 125, I wonder how many characters will be left. Honestly, I'm kind of curious enough to consider checking when I get to that point. Stop bringing your wedding merch inside of the building. You are not permitted to promote your own branding in this building unless you're giving me money. Oh no, Hugo. I mean, like, realistically, I should want him to keep showing up so that he just leaves the planet, because I don't like his order, but either way, I have to deal with it, so it doesn't really matter, does it? But if he doesn't get removed soon, I'm probably gonna get him a million times in a row, just on sheer virtue of the fact that there's gonna be so few customers left, so... Basically, I'm already in a situation with him, regardless. Oh look, Papa Louie again. He continues to prove my people kind of show up multiple times in a row thing, except for Kingsley, because he hated me. He specifically did not want me to be able to progress in the game. Kingsley wants me trapped here forever. Okay, well that was not good, but we're walking regardless, whatever. Yeah, pretend that was okay. This is such a trash order. Papa Louie, your beloved. Alright, get this out of the way. Goodbye, Papa Louie. The fact that he's even bothering to appear at all is a good sign we're slowly approaching the end, because he kinda hated me after I unlocked him. Why do I have all the super obnoxious, difficult to handle orders staying until the very end? Have I removed any of the complicated ones? I don't think I have. Oh, well, actually, no, I did get rid of Sue, and her order is pretty atrocious, so... I guess we have that. There's really no way to do a swirl good. I mean, there is. I'm just bad at it. Oh, we're knocking another one out. I still don't feel like Hank appeared all that much, but I guess he did. I mean, I'm not gonna accuse the game of lying to me, even though I did that earlier, but it's weird to think he's appeared that often and I still barely acknowledge his presence. It's not on purpose. Alright, Mayor Mallow. Get your move on. Out here. Jojo, why couldn't you have ordered your easier order? I think he hates me. Maybe I made him mad at me or something. That might be my worst cheese ever. It's completely awful. Alright, and Hank is out of here. That makes him number 5 of the day. That was definitely a cheese sprinkle. Yeah, I had an issue. I don't know what happened. The worst part is the game didn't even dock me that much for it. It was just like, yeah, whatever. Cheese. Failure. Do it again. You know what's crazy is that I can put this much pepper on it, but it doesn't even offer salt. Ever. At all. For the entire game. Kinda weird, right? That was particularly bad. I have over 500 play tickets. I think that's terrible. And I'm on day 191. Good lord. Alright, the freshness is not doing so smoothly. It's always the Parmesan poster, except when it isn't. Which I guess is how most things work, yeah. Very sad I can't put the jukebox. I mean, I could just put a million breadsticks. Slider escape marathon win? Hopefully never. Well, that's not totally true. Maybe one day I'll play some of the mobile game and embarrass myself publicly because... oh boy. Also, speaking of oh boy, I'm about to throw Tony through a window. But I did see the Chuck outside, so I've been calmed down. You just know Xandra's gonna show up a million times during New Year's and just totally ruin my day. Look, you're getting whatever tragedy shows up. Sorry. That's what you get for showing up on a holiday when you're maxed out. You get the chump change treatment. That's still a pretty high score considering. So many Papa Louie appearances all in a row. Maybe he's finally decided he appreciates me as an employee. I doubt that, but... They can wait. That's more of a problem. But they can still wait. Always the short orders. I almost just threw it on the plate while it was still wet. That would have been unfortunate. That would just be the I'm fully checking out and you're getting a crap order because you won't just leave my restaurant and never come back. Which is a weird sentence, but is actually what you want in this game. Papa Louie looks so surreal. I mean, what do you want him to do? Not eat food? I don't understand. This just in, Papa Louie is actually a filter feeder. I guess the sooner Hugo is gone, the better, but every time I get his order, I'm like, please, no. He filters food particles with his mustache. Huh. That's a theory, alright. I wouldn't want to call that a game theory, it's more like a threat theory, but... Hello, Dino. You make me sad inside. Just like all the other closers. Huh? This is just not supposed to reset? Have I never noticed that in the 191 days or however many I've been playing? Probably. I don't know what I did, but my entire everything is showing me the new Genshin guy and I'm gonna lose my mind. Wallet is not going to be happy. Unfortunately, that is a design that appeals to the majority of my brain, so self-restraint bad. Just pull for him first try. Ah, you're right, it should be that easy. I don't like that these eggs are pink, by the way. Something about that makes me unhappy. How's the lobby looking? Bad as always. I don't know what I expect, honestly. Tony has absolutely zero mercy for me. I guess I'm not surprised. He is literally one of the devs. James jump scare. Haven't seen him in a while. It only took me 2 hours to say basically that, I think. I swear something is up with my mouse sensitivity. I'm gonna have to check it after this. Whoa. Wrong cheese. Yeah, we're a little too loosey-goosey here. Whoa. That's definitely not how that was supposed to go. It's fine. I guess, probably. Yeah, he doesn't give a shit. It's all good. Okay, we're just on a Papa Louie streak right now. Oh, he does like this holiday. I just noticed that. That explains a lot. I don't know why I didn't process that until just now. I just thought he was just showing up a lot because, you know, he finally valued me as an employee and wanted to see how I was doing, but I guess this makes sense too. Yeah, my sensitivity is very jacked right now. I don't understand. I'll just fix it later. It's no biggie. Papa Louie is a Romano? I don't think that's correct somehow. I don't think you can just say that they're all Romanos when the Romanos themselves don't even like this holiday. The Romanos actually do not care about this wedding and just showed up out of obligation. True theory. I wonder how long it would take to hit gold with every customer in the later games. Like, this is pretty long as is, but I'm talking like Freezeria Deluxe and Pizzeria Deluxe. I cannot imagine. There's just so many characters, and then you have characters constantly interrupting because they prefer holidays. Oh god. Well, if I get to them, I get to them. I'll do it. Hello for the 300th time, Kahuna. We have so many characters right now that could appear and obliterate themselves from the list of characters that can show up ever again. And they're just like, yeah, but what if I didn't though? Which is really annoying. Like, they sense that they're that close, so they're like, no, 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 no. I'm digging my heels in. I'm not showing up ever again. On my own volition. Scarlet, please have mercy on me and actually show up again so I can knock you off the list. I would appreciate that greatly. I've said that multiple times today and none of them have come in again. So, I don't know, maybe Scarlet will be the first one that's actually nice to me. I have my doubts. Do I get to keep all the balloons once the wedding's over? $125, and we've made almost no progress from whatever it was when we started, like 113 or 112 or something? Worrying. Alright, fingers crossed we get at least one person that can actually be done today. Kingsley and Nick are in the background. Wow. Wow. Actually disrespectful. I did not realize Roy was still so low rank. I wonder if there's still any that are actually still legitimately below bronze. I really hope not. I'm gonna be pretty unhappy if there are. I think there might be one, though. Not great. What is wrong with my sensitivity? Always the short orders. Makes sense that Papa Lily would have a short order just to make me mad. He already doesn't consider me a valued employee, so... You know it's impossible, but how would I react if Draxon walked in just now? Okay, so is this- okay, like, before we go through this imaginary scenario, is this assuming he could appear, or assuming he couldn't? Because my response would be very different. I'm surprised I got a perfect. I really don't know why I am at this point. I should probably just accept that I don't understand how Pastaria ranks things at all, but... just couldn't. A complete miracle. Yeah, I think I would be really befuddled because he was definitely not even, like, a concept at this point. Like, he was not even a fetus in the developer's brains. So that would be legitimately baffling. I did kind of have that experience, though. Playing, I think it was Hot Doggeria. Because, obviously, the game has been updated for mobile to some degree, even though it looks decrepit. So, like, there was this super crusty Wylan that appeared at some point, and I was like, excuse me? I don't know what other games crusty versions of the newer characters can appear. But, I will probably be confused when I see them too, because I don't look at the list of characters that appear in what games, because I think it's more fun to not know. I have a general idea of the first game they appear in, but because it's kind of messed up, because there's like HD and mobile versions and blah 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 blah, I don't fully comprehend it. So I think that makes it more fun, because I try not to read into it too hard. It's more boring if you know everything about a game before even putting your hands on it, so... Oh, I messed that up. Oh well. Sorry, Olga, on your wedding day. Disgraceful, really. I feel like most of the characters are basically in silver at this point. Except for a few that have decided to stick in bronze because they hate me. I should probably not do that, huh? We're getting there. I feel like so many of the customers, I just must be in silver at this point. I'm well over half done at this point, I think. I got the 50% achievement a while ago. And I still really want to know what this purple dust is, because quite frankly, I don't think that belongs on any kind of noodle. I'm kind of afraid of it. Quinn hates me, man. Consistently the lowest scores from any closer in this game. Aside from what I did to Zolo the first time I saw him, but like, we don't talk about that. That one was a regrettable incident, to say the least. Day 194. Good lord. I wonder how many we'll have done by day 200. It'd be nice if we could complete at least 2 more customers before then. In my opinion. They can wait. Alright, looks like we're probably gonna finish with Xandra soon, which isn't ideal, because well, I don't really remember when New Year's is in relation to the wedding, actually. I don't know what month the wedding is supposed to be replacing. So this could technically be a good thing that she's appearing now. Good to know my sense of calendar dates continues to be as inaccurate in real life and in games. I really wish that the game had been nice and done RNG. That didn't mean I got all the al dente orders clustered. Like, we've taken off a few recently, but there's just so many. And Cletus is gonna be another one of those ones that decides to just stop showing up the minute he's one away from gold, isn't he? I don't know why all these characters are like this. They just go full avoidant mode the second I'm like, oh, they're almost done. I guess I'll ramble a little more. So, today was the Fortnite Kraken event, which is kind of funny because I didn't play Fortnite back then, but I do know there was a rumor for a while that there was going to be a Kraken event that never happened, literally like 5 or 6 years ago. So it kind of came true now. Although I won't lie, it was not the most exciting event ever. It was kind of like, okay. It was also super unstable because for some reason they decided it was a good idea to let all the ammo and weapons spawn out of the cubes you were well, they were not cubes, they were spheres. The spheres you were shooting as part of like the little pre-event minigame. And it just made so much lag because none of the ammo was despawning, none of the weapons were despawning. Like, it was bad. So that part wasn't great. I did like, they had like a little like comic book style cutscene for the characters from the battle pass. And I wish they would do cutscenes more often. Especially stylized ones like that would be nice. I really liked the characters from this season, so I wish we had gotten more from them. Okay, you were there for that event. You can't say it wasn't laggy. And also, I think you were complaining the most about it being laggy, actually. Which it was, so fair complaint. But yeah, I really wish we had seen more from Supernova Academy because I liked the idea of them. Especially I liked that they had like the Breakfast Club reference in one of their loading screens. I thought that was fun. So I wish we had gotten overall more about their dynamics and what they did with each other. Of course, we have a good idea. I'm not saying we don't. We do. But, I don't know. Fortnite always leaves me wanting. I guess it's not necessarily a bad thing, because I'm at least interested in the characters enough to have been, like, hooked in by them, but man. I also wasn't a super big fan of how, Kendo, Jade, Hope, Jones kind of just don't do anything for the final battle. Like, dude, your brother, hello. Did you just forget about him? Like, we don't care anymore? He got swatted away by a giant tentacle monster and it's fine. There's like zero explanation for why I got a version of Daigo where he is purified, I guess, question mark. And he's like, oh, I'm chill now, don't worry. No reason though. I guess getting bonked in the head by a giant tentacle fixed him. Just a really strange event. I did think it was, like, visually nice though. I just wish it had been longer. But I understand they can't constantly push out crazy live events. And I can't whine too much because they did do the OG one as well, even though that one was just basically a remake of an old one. With some minor differences and the game deciding not to play audio that I guess was supposed to be there for me? Question mark? That would fix most people. Well, you never know. Might make some people worse. What do you think? We finish the game before or after rank 150? I'm gonna pray for before. Well, we're back to Chili Fest, which means we've almost looped to Summer Luau, which means we've almost looped to Chuck showing up potentially, which I guess is nice-ish. Even though I don't really want him to be showing up, obviously, because that doesn't help me at all, but... Look, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do. Can I move the treats coolers? 153. That's such a weirdly specific number that I almost want to believe you. But I also kind of hope it doesn't take that long because, oh no. Okay, so Rico's gonna be showing up unnecessarily. And Shannon, too. Great. If you're right, you have to be given a shout out. I mean, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna remember, honestly, so you better remember. But I really hope it's before 153. Shannon wasting my time simulator. I haven't seen Lisa in a while, so I get to look at her really poorly drawn hair again. Exciting, I guess. Shannon's glasses are cute. Yeah, she's a pretty nice design. I have nothing against her except for the fact that she's in my restaurant right now. Oh my god. Okay, so how many is that? Shannon, Shasha, and Rico can all show up. And I kind of slurred Sasha a little bit there, but it's fine. Too many S's in a row. We are not going to be getting a lot done this holiday is what I'm saying. Great. I don't even know who else appears for Summer Luau besides Chuck. Because normally the answer would be Utah and Hacky Zack, but Utah's right there. And obviously Hacky Zack isn't a thing yet, so I'm kind of like, okay. Sorry, Lisa, I kinda didn't try at all, but you don't seem to care that much, so I think it's okay. At least we're getting some characters that haven't been 100% completed already. Some. Keyword. If I knew how to do it in a way that would only, like, throw one noodle, I would throw a single noodle out just out of spite for the characters I already 100%ed, but I'll chill. Just knowing me, I'll end up throwing more out, and I actually might sabotage my score at some point. I don't need that. Unless they seem to like it. Hello, Roy. I'll take any character appearing that's not 100%ed, so... good, I guess. What's crazy to me is that there's still plenty left, and we're still seeing, like, a small subset of them. I know there's still a pretty good number. Realizing a single noodle is missing is crazy energy. I mean, yeah, these people are crazy. They show up almost every day, order the same thing, and then whine if it's like slightly, even like a 2-inch out of place. Like, that is the definition of crazy. Would help if I put the bread on the plate. Yeah, it was a pretty bad build job, I'll give you that. You know, if Papa Louie keeps appearing this frequently, then I'm actually probably gonna max him out before some of the other characters that appeared way before him, which is kind of upsetting. Uh-oh. So much al dente left to traumatize me. What's up, Radlin? Okay. Brain. Okay, we got there. Sorry. Had a moment. Had to check the alarm like 3 times because I was like, don't think I actually hit that. But I wasn't actually looking long enough to click it in my head that it hadn't been assigned. I guess. I don't know, I think my brain is mush. Like, that's not news to anyone that knows me, but I think my brain is mush. We're getting there, though. I'm actually surprised I didn't yeet something there. I was kind of just violently shaking it. Thank you, Radlin. You know what? Whatever. It's fine. I won't cry, I promise. I have not seen Trishna since I think the start of the stream. I thought she was just gonna keep appearing until she got maxed out, and then she's like, bye. Just stop expecting things from these customers, they seem to hate me. Big Polly can say hi. Some other time, in some other game, preferably. It's not even that I dislike him, besides just thinking he's kind of funny, but I just cannot deal with these characters coming in when I have no use for them. Like, I'm gonna throw Rico out in the entire building. Quite frankly. Look, they're getting the half-ass effort at this point, sorry. It's probably still fine. He doesn't give a shit. Gotta actually try with these, unfortunately. Oh wow, we're removing Cletus. Peak. He came and he went. Oh, I already did that. I don't need to do it again. I don't even think I did that bad on that. I don't understand why that was quite that low. I think it was all the cheese. Whatever, we take it. $5 to mess up Cletus's order so he shows up longer. I don't want that. Thank you. I forgot Scooter hadn't been maxed out yet. Well, at least there's one character that I actually like that I get to see again. I think Scooter might be my favorite design in terms of the female characters, actually. But my opinion does flip-flop around a little bit. Because I like a good deal of them. Eh, whatever. Burn it a little. Alright, Cletus is out of here. Bye! And Penny, too. That's what we're talking about. This is the kind of day we need. Not just randos showing up that are already maxed out just to harass me. You cannot actually be upset that I let Cletus leave. Just lost the tomato slices for a second. I mean, Scooter's order is so easy, it'd actually be kind of bad if I didn't get 100% on it, huh? That might be one of the simplest orders in the entire game. If not the entire series. What the heck, I'll let it be stirred before... There we go. Alright, that's Penny out of here too. Cletus and Penny in one day, not bad. Not gonna hurt it if it's like 1 second before it was supposed to go off. Anyone else ever just open the microwave 1 second before that's supposed to go off anyway? Because you're just like, whatever. Might as well get it done with. $128, huh? That's such a crazy number to think about. So does every character I have maxed out just appear at this time? What is going on? Oh, and she has an annoying order too. Papa Louie is appearing so often. I have to imagine there's not this many characters left if it's still pulling him from the pool this often. Maybe there's less left than I thought. Okay, now I'm just not even trying. Whoa. That's a little too not trying. Wait, I didn't even... Wait, I did. It's fine. Whatever. This can be a train wreck. I don't care. I'm kind of wondering if there's a limiter, because it seems like I get the characters that are useless to me for customer slot 1 and 3, and I'm like... Is this intentional? Like, maybe it's limiting how many repeats there can be. Still annoying that they can happen at all, though. I also think I've had repeats on other things, but it does seem to consistently be 1 and 3, so maybe those are just guaranteed to be something that makes me sad inside. Penny, are you here for the holiday too? Oh no, maybe I just have enough max that it doesn't care anymore. Like it's just... whatever, you're getting people. Huh. I am pretty close to finishing. I might be trying to throw a wrench in things now. Or she likes this holiday, but she just didn't really have a preference. Couldn't tell. I speedran that. I don't know why that was such a good ranking. That's kind of impressive. Alright, well we're gonna wing these. Chili Fest has not been a good holiday for me in terms of working on characters. Well, never mind. Spoke too soon. Guess that will be Xandra out of here. Or, I'm not really sure if they're out of here at this point anymore, but... we'll just hope she's out of here. Good enough. I don't understand why she showed up. Just to torment me, I guess. Gotta chip away at Vicky too, still. Forgot she was so low. It's kind of weird how uninclined Vicky was to show up, because I don't think she's even that late of an unlock, if I remember correctly, so it's kind of just strange that she just evaporated. Good enough. Alright, there goes Xandra. It really is kind of rolling out now, huh? Vicky never got a missing poster. Well, I mean, I wasn't that worried about her. I mean, she has a kid. I assume if Mindy was worried, then it would be an issue, but she did not express worry. She just kept coming in, so... Also, Mindy better. Sorry, not sorry. I always get quiet during the closer's order because it just makes me feel sad inside. I'm just like, I could be doing something else. I could be trying to complete another character, but instead I'm here giving JoJo his food for the, I don't know, probably 20th time. Maybe more. I don't really know how this math's out at this point. Probably more than that. Okay, well I think we're gonna end it off here, and hopefully we can do some pretty solid progression next time. Or with any luck, maybe we'll even actually finish the game. I won't cross my fingers for it, because of how much Chili Fest is interfering with my luck currently, but you never know, it could happen. Well, with that being said though, I'm gonna peace out now, so I hope everyone has a good night, morning, day, or whatever other time it is. And I will